Nice.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they did not show us the game until we already saw. Oh no, we have not seen.
Oh, we have not seen
picks.
characters yet.
Because this game actually does it properly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
that's wild.
So we're starting on Town and City.
Yep.
And we'll see if this is the Wolf Pyra that I was expecting, or if we got maybe Pikachu for the spacey pick.
I mean, I feel like generally tournaments the DM like wants to go a different character, he just goes the other character.
Most of the time,
usually.
Yeah,
Steve,
Steve,
so
okay.
I see a Steve here against the Wolf. Pretty normal.
All right, so I don't know anything about this matchup.
Nope, I don't think anybody does.
We saw offline Steve for the first time quite literally last weekend at InfinityCon, with Jake getting Knight.
Yeah, that guy's real good.
And that's about it. That's really all we've seen of this character so far.
Yeah. If I just had to spitball, I would definitely expect Wolf to be slightly favored in this matchup, just because Steve likes not being near you, and Wolf is a very good anti-camp character.
Yeah.
So
in multiple different ways as well.
Yeah.
A
For sure.
character can really punish you for camping by approaching you around that, or by out-camping you, depending on the situation.
Yeah, like he's just better than you at it almost all the time.
So I can see the walls becoming a bit of an issue for the counter camping, but not really so much for stopping approaches from Wolf, because I feel like he just has too many potential angles of approach for that to be too much of a factor.
Yeah, for sure. He tries to go for an extension off the craft table a little bit earlier on that one, though.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. That was Steve's missed tech animation, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like a successful tech into a trip.
Yeah, like he just falls over.
He lands on his feet and then falls down.
Yeah, like I don't even have an issue with Steve being here. It's just really weird when things happen to him and nothing happens. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dealing with his animations because I can't see what he's doing.
he communicates very little information about the game state by what he's doing.
Yeah, which is kind of, you know, the only clues you have about the game state is what the characters do.
Yeah, that's usually how you're informed of that.
Kind of basic principle of fighting games.
Just a little bit.
But again, we're seeing here DM having to build some other shapes other than just the walls. And even then, not working super well. But when he was just building straight up and down walls, JDawgz was just jumping right over it, had no trouble. Minecart, though, will work out. That move is insane. Frame 1 invincible.
Yep.
Very strong hitbox, and then a command grab after the hitbox.
Yeah, you just leave it and turn into a command grab. Not quite. That could have been an edge guard. Yep. Okay. Cover's high, nice wolf flash. Yep.
Command grab at 0. And gets a diamond as well. That's important. I don't know how important. Like I'll tell you later. But
yeah, we'll figure it out. Like, give us a couple weeks.
I do not care enough about this character to have labbed him, so my only knowledge is like Wi-Fi tournaments and then like one Jake set this past week, and then like me labbing with Rem and Kieran like night 1.
Yeah, no.
And then I never played him again.
That's wild, because the degree to which you have to not care about a character to not lab them is obnoxious.
I know, right?
So,
no, when I see a new character, I'm almost always in the training room with him right away.
Yeah.
And
that actually beat Wolfmere head on. Wow. That's a lot. Gonna live this one.
Minecart's really good.
Minecraft is
really good. What was that?
Okay. Yeah, so
Alright, so I'm gonna need a crash course at some point on how TNT works. I have no idea. It defies all logic all the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sometimes it can blow Steve up. Usually it can't.
I think Steve like has some iframes like right when he lands on it / puts it down, which I think is what we saw just there.
Okay.
So it was able to hit JDawgz, was not able to hit DM.
Okay. I'm aware that it definitely has points where it's invincible to, like he's invincible to the thing. I do not know the rules. I'll have to learn them at some point.
Yeah.
However, that play really turned this around. DM has been trailing all game.
Yeah, for sure.
Now up 55% going for the last stock.
Yeah, because that TNT definitely killed JDawgz like 75%. So
yeah, he was at like 105 post hit, so I think it was like 80s somewhere before the hit.
Yeah, no, TNT does a lot, so that's sure.
Good conversion here, the down air, the late down air.
Yeah, that was like a
that was really good.
That was
because JDawgz delayed that to punish a down air, saw that there was no down air, ran up and got it by the late one. Yeah.
But
kill?
Diamond back here. That was really close. I definitely
Diamond
expected to
back
live
air.
that. Yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah, Diamond back here is literally just like better Arsene Bear, which is saying something.
Yeah, Arsene Bear, one of the best moves in the game.
Yeah.
Diamond Bear seems to be strictly better. I think it's a couple frames slower, but other than that, it's just stronger and faster, or not faster, but he is less unlag. Yeah. So it's like much safer. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it is safer to
Words
whip.
are hard.
Not to land with, but to whip.
Yeah. Words are very hard.
kills earlier, and I guess that's supposed to be balanced by the fact that he doesn't always have it.
Right.
So
the entire mining mechanic is an interesting concept that I can't tell if I think is well designed or not, and I'll have to play the character more.
yeah, like I have no idea.
But
we are
going to know what he
see
does.
the
We are
switch
seeing the
here.
Pyra Mythra.
Over to the Pyra Mythra on win.
I think that was uncomfortably close for DM.
It was.
JDawgz, a very good player, but someone who DM would expect to beat in theory.
Sure. But if that's the case, why would you not just go Pikachu? Like, it's a better matchup, too.
Because he doesn't want to play Pikachu, I guess. But he does think that this will be better? I don't know.
Yeah, like, that's odd.
I think he wants to play both of these two characters and would rather not play Pikachu if he doesn't have to. That'd be my guess.
I mean, that's true. I guess you don't, like, really have to until after you lose this game, if you lose this game, so...
I would expect a Pikachu switch if DM loses here.
Yeah.
For sure. I also think this could be stage related. I don't think Steve is bad on Battlefield whatsoever, but this character definitely unusually good on this stage.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely an Aegis stage. Absolutely.
And it is not particularly a Pikachu stage. I don't think he has bad stages, but I think it's one of his less good ones.
It's not bad. It's not just, like, actively great. Like, Pikachu's not going to take you here in most matchups.
Yeah.
So.
Like, Pikachu doesn't really have stages where you can counterpick him for most of the cast. But this is certainly one of the ones where like many of us with many characters would feel safer against him.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, very good Wolf stage, but very strong Aegis stage. That was the auto cancel back air, the F tilt. Oh, outranges the F tilt with that.
Yeah, no, it's actually very difficult to catch, specifically Pyra up B and Mythra side B with Wolf up tilt, which is impressive because it's surprisingly easy to catch almost everything else in the game with it.
And also, those recoveries are like not great.
Yeah, like they're not fantastic.
But if you space code on edge perfectly, it is hard to mess with.
Yeah, and Pyra's up B actually is like not awful as a recovery.
Yeah, it's a superior version of Ike's in a lot of ways.
Yeah, for sure.
The Ike Cloud archetype is up B, but it has less things you can counter, less parts where you can just hit her.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Wolf can't mess with those in particular with down smash anyway.
Right,
so
yeah. Those are
that's fine.
Some of the few recoveries that are really immune to that. Big conversion from DM here. Getting an extension to the side B as well. That would have killed.
Oh yeah, no, easily.
Ooh, that would have killed too.
Yeah, Pyra's really strong.
There it is. Okay, there's the up tilt. I think he spaced out a little bit high. And that was what kept him from being able to snap the ledge. JDawgz putting in some of the reaction attack casing work. As I mentioned, very good melee sheet.
Yep.
So definitely has a lot of experience with that.
Yeah, and Wolf is definitely like the character that does that in this game. Like Wolf and Falcon, I would say.
Yeah.
So. And
Wolf probably the character that most resembles, you know, the good melee characters in a lot of ways in this game. I think out of the top tiers. And of course, they got DM out of there.
Oh, I did not know down throw up. He still worked his 100%.
Dead, not quite.
Not quite.
A little off on the spacing combo. However, almost getting a kill, but not quite. Blaziken's gonna lock
I'm not convinced that move is actually good.
It's not bad.
Like, it's not bad, but I don't think it's good.
You can't really do much against it.
Because he just did that and then gave up, like, the whole stage.
I mean, I think the thing is you don't have to. I mean, I don't think it was necessary for him to give up the whole stage. But he did.
Yeah, but like right here.
What happened.
Okay, I've never seen that move kill.
Interesting. So jab
cool.
3, eventually kill move.
Not bad.
Smash under it.
Did not know that had a blind spot up close.
It also has to do with Wolf Up Smash, ducking down to start.
What's that?
Wolf Up Smash can low profile things to start. So probably a combination of those.
That's true, but like visually that looks really big. So
it does.
I'd be surprised if it was that. Then again, I wouldn't because this is a Smash game. So
yeah, hardbot shifting is
anything is possible.
Ooh, is he dead?
Oh yeah,
wow, that's sad.
All right, so gonna be 2-0 for DM here. Moving on to our winning semis.
Yeah, that was quarters. Wow. All right, so gets into DM, moving on to semis, and we are gonna hop off here.
Indeed we are.
So thank you all for